Steve, what's going on, buddy?
How's it going, Scott?
Doing all right. For all that you've done for me, for bringing me into the NWA, I got a present for you. The first ever limited edition Playboy Scott Hayes shirt. You always got my back. I want you to keep it. It's yours. You're the first person to have a shirt like that. You mean a lot to me, Steve-O. You brought me into this NWA main event. I'm the champion now. You always got my back. I know I can trust you and count on you. So I want you to be the first one to have that shirt.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Scott.
Right.
It means a lot to me, man. Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh my God, what is business going to? Oh boy, what's up?
Well, it's good to be back here at the Nick Gulas Sports Arena in Nashville. NWA Main Event TV on the air. It's Jason James and it's Scott Berry joining me this week. Scott, welcome to the broadcast. Good to have you on Main Event TV.
It's been a long time, Jason James, but I'll tell you what, it feels like home. Sitting back here behind this desk one more time with you as we call some of the best wrestling action in the Nashville area. Right now in the ring, we've got the two luchadors of NWA Main Event in the White Tiger and Number One Bob.
Absolutely, Number One Bob making his debut here in NWA Main Event, and the return of the White Tiger's partner to Main Event Wrestling. I'm talking about on the outside, none other than Jeremy Justice, and boy, it's been a long time since we've seen him here.
It's been an incredibly long time. In fact, I think it's even before my time that we've seen Justice in the ring, and right now he is tagging up with White Tiger against Number One Bob, and of course on his tag partner, Larry Cooter. Right now, just a trade-off of arm drags in the center of the ring, and a big drop kick right there from White Tiger as Bob tags in Cooter.
White Tiger on a house of fire. Cooter comes in, and you know, White Tiger hails from the Nashville Zoo at Grassmere. What do you think about that, Scott?
Well, I'm not exactly sure how he's able to get I guess he's on a work release program from behind those bars as he's here tonight in the Nashville Nick Gulas Sports Arena at the Nashville State Fairgrounds. Tag made in now. Justice making his return into the ring as he's facing off Larry Cooter, and he's working over that arm right now.
The arm wringer applied to Larry Cooter from Jeremy Justice, once again making his in-ring return to NWA Main Event. Man, it's been years, literally years, since I have seen Jeremy Justice in the National Wrestling Alliance.
Well, right now it doesn't even look like he's lost a step from the time he's taken off, as he's really taking it to Cooter in the middle of the ring right now. He is just working over that elbow, working over that shoulder. He's going to rip it right out of socket if Cooter isn't careful.
And a shoulder tackle from Cooter sends Justice down. Cooter back over, and a hip toss attempt, and he nails the hip toss on Larry Cooter.
I'm telling you, Justice doesn't look like he's lost a single step in the ring tonight. And Cooter right now in a world of trouble as he's nowhere near his partner, and he's in the center of the ring with the armbar applied. Jeremy Justice now brings Cooter back up to a vertical base. The tag is made to White Tiger. Tiger in, the fresher man in. And the arm wringer still working on the arm of Larry Cooter. Great tag team, methodical teamwork there on Larry Cooter, keeping the man away from his corner so he can't make that tag. Absolutely. It looks like Tiger and Justice are a very well-oiled team, despite the fact this is their first appearance as a team here at NWA. And now we've got Cooter and Bob trying to double team on Tiger, but Tiger able to get out of it.
Unbelievable. He had the headlock takeover, he had the leg scissors and everything in between on the Number One Bob and Larry Cooter, and those two go to the outside.
Looks like they're trying to rethink their strategy as they had a little meeting of the minds here in the corner. Finally, they're going to make their way back up to the ring, and Cooter one more time is going to square off against the White Tiger.
Well, the action continues here at the Nick Gulas Sports Arena, and Scott, we want to let the fans know, we want to make sure you know about Christmas Chaos 2008 coming right here, back home to the Nick Gulas Sports Arena. Christmas night, it's a night of action you don't want to miss, kind of like this double team going on right now.
Speaking of not wanting to miss, Jamie Ferrari absolutely missing the double team action here on Bob and Cooter. His White Tiger's partner, Justice,
probably doing more harm than good as he's complaining to the ref for the double team, but at the same time drawing Ferrari away from the action.
Inadvertently distracting the referee, Jeremy Justice, and now number one Bob. Number one Bob, what is... But the number one elbow.
It looks like Bob's going to go for something here, but Tiger stops it mid and just a trade-off of slaps and an eye gouge from number one Bob.
Number one Bob takes control again. Irish whip to White Tiger, and a big boot sends Tiger back down to Grassmere.
Well, I think every wrestling fan knows exactly what's going to be coming next as he comes off the ropes with the big atomic leg drop in the center of the ring. That usually spells the end for most opponents, but this is not Hulk Hogan.
That's number one Bob.
It looks like Tiger here. He's trying to fight back, trying to lay in some shots into the midsection, and Bob with a chop, and number one Bob dropping right across the throat of White Tiger. And one more time,
I believe he tried the number one worm, but it turned out to be the number one whale.
I think he did a little bit more damage to his worm than he was trying to intend to on that one.
Nonetheless, we'll leave the worms out of the conversations with the whales. Double team maneuver here. Irish whip, Cooter off. Ducks the clothesline, does White Tiger. Wait a minute, head scissors, and no, Cooter catches him. And look at that, a sidewalk slam for his trouble.
Sidewalk slam. Big sidewalk slam from Larry Cooter onto White Tiger. Only a 2 count, not enough to put the Tiger away. And one more time, as that double team action was going on, Justice distracting the referee and taking him away from the action.
Well, the action is here at the Nick Gulas Sports Arena in Nashville. Number one Bob off with a devastating chop to the ribs of the White Tiger.
I'll tell you what, it looks like Bob is utilizing those chops to the best of his ability. That's all I've seen. Most of the offense from number one Bob has been those number one chops. And it looks like now it could be. It is! It's the Iron Claw. It's the number one claw from number one Bob as he's got Tiger locked up in the center of the ring. Once again, away from his partner, and Tiger is still able to counter.
Tiger now, and he's got his own number one claw, the Tiger Claw, on a number one Bob. Pin attempt 1, 2, and no, not able to get 3 was White Tiger.
Bob still able to kick out as Tiger looked like he was trying to make a tag, but Bob quick to his feet and grabs Tiger, throwing him into the ropes. And the tag made now to Larry Cooter. We're going to see, looks like we might see a little double team action. No, Bob able to get out of the ring as Cooter drops that huge elbow right into the throat of White Tiger. Still only a 2 count. Tiger desperately needs to make a tag into his partner now as Justice, you can see him at ringside. He looks helpless. He's trying to get in. He's trying to help his partner, but there's just nothing he can do right now. Cooter in complete control.
And Cooter makes the tag once again. Number one Bob in the ring. And Bob now, Bob off of the ropes. And Bob, and what was, looked like a,
that kind of looked like a little bobble-headed doll splash right there is what it looked like. He kind of had his head going, his body shaking. I guess that, there we go again, another bobble-headed doll splash. 1, 2, and Tiger's still able to kick out.
I was thinking it looked more like a sea urchin or something. And one more time, but White Tiger able to roll out of the way. Third time is not the charm for number one Bob.
Number one Bob going to the well once too often. Tiger able to get back to a vertical base, and he's trying to fight back on Bob. He needs to make the tag. I don't know why he's trying to be the hero here. He needs to make a tag into Justice and get him in the ring. And Bob now in complete control of Tiger, spinning him around.
And an arm drag reversal, and both men hit heads. Number one Bob and White Tiger have just crushed heads, and now both men, we're going to get a Duke Fest here at ringside.
Absolutely, these two men just brawling with each other right now. It looks like they both might have knocked themselves out on that one. Couple of doomsday punches from the two of them as Tiger and Bob now struggling to make the tag to their respective partners. Tag made on both guys, and Justice comes in, and Cooter knows he's in a world of trouble as Justice is absolutely the fresh man in this one. He's been sitting there waiting for a good 5-10 minutes now.
Justice with the hot tag, and now action. We've got four-way action in the ring. Justice off the rope, springboard, but no. Larry Cooter drops him midair, and Cooter now, Cooter's got him up, and we've seen that before, that DVD maneuver, pin attempt, and yes, that's gonna do it. It seems as if your victors are Larry Cooter and number one Bob.
Absolutely. Tonight was just not the night in the cards for Tiger and Justice. But folks, don't go anywhere. We've still got more action coming up, so stay tuned to NWA.